Everybody's on their own path. I shouldn't compare myself. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I am a second-year PhD student in History and African American Studies at Yale, and today I'm taking you along for a little week in my life. Yesterday was Labor Day, so we're starting this vlog off on a Tuesday. I have two classes today, Intro to Documentary Studies and my American Legal History class over at Yale Law School. I got up this morning, took Moo for her walk, and am jumping right into it. I have a lot of reading that I need to get done that I did not thoroughly get done over the weekend, so I'm gonna sit here on this couch, just get my reading done. Normally I would start at my desk and do a bunch of admin beforehand, but today we are jumping straight on into it. It's gonna be a fun week. I'm also preparing to head down to DC for the weekend for some work-related things, and I am excited to take you along for that, but that will be in another vlog. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into it because I have a lot of work to do, and I will check in with you guys more thoroughly later on today. Now I have moved over to my desk. I have class in about an hour, so I'm doing my readings for documentary studies. Today we're looking at the photographic work of Dorothea Lange, which in particular looks at photographs from after the stock market crash of '29, so the Great Depression, and I'm still kind of digging into it. This is an area I am not super familiar with, and I am no art historian, nor am I a film major that understands like documented studies in this way. It's a little out of my comfort zone. I'm figuring it out, but I'm just sitting here doing some of the readings. I will be perfectly honest, I am really tired today. I had a really go kind of weekend. I know yesterday was Labor Day, and it seems kind of ironic that Labor Day was my busiest day of the weekend, but I had a lot of work that I had to get done. You probably saw that in my last vlog. I was interviewing two potential hires for Accepted. I think I am going to hire them. I really liked the meeting that I had with them. I have had a lot of applications from people, and I've only brought people to advance to the interview stage if I've pretty much already decided I want to hire them. I really go based on the cover letter in particular. I don't really look necessarily at people's experience other than their ability to convey their experience in the cover letter, which maybe is not the best practice, but I want to know that people are really dedicated to the mission of Accepted and not necessarily just to the role. And I really liked the conversations that I had with the two girls yesterday, so I am writing down a couple things that I need to send off to them. I'm gonna have one of them go through some training documents, see how she edits them, and then the other one's an administrative intern, so I am having Katie also interview her. So that'll be sometime next week. And then we'll figure out how to onboard them. So lots on my plate at the moment, but I'm just gonna sit here, do some reading. As I've said in previous vlogs, my documentary studies course is taught by a professor who has a chronic illness, so he's not able to come to campus safely. And so that class is on Zoom, but then my class at the law school will be in person. So I'm going to get my stuff done, and then I will head over to campus and take you along for the ride. And then this evening I'm actually going to study with Sarah back on campus in the library, so I'm actually really excited about that. So I need more coffee. Is being very needy today, as you can see. She was running around the apartment like a crazy creature, and then I rolled back and she jumped straight into my lap, and this is the condition that we are in. I think she's upset that I spent so much time out of the house now, because last year I was home all the time. Isn't that right? But look at her now. I don't know what to do. She's stuck here and class starts in 5 minutes. She is strongly desiring cuddles. I'm feeling a little needy today. All right, we just got out of class, and I'm just not used to my classes being so short. They're like an hour and a half, and I'm used to kind of longer, like 2.5, 3 hour long seminars. So it feels like they go by really quickly. This discussion, we're talking a little bit about like 1930s Great Depression era photography. And it got me thinking a lot about the positionality of oral historians. I mean, we're obviously talking about photographers and their interactions with subjects, but it made me think a lot about the types of questions that oral historians will ask their subjects. And it also makes me think about ethnographers, of course, but it's an area of study or work that I am just not super well versed in or very comfortable in. I just don't have a lot of experience with it because a lot of my subjects, a lot of the things that I look at are primarily documents, almost pretty much always documents, and they're from the 17th century or 18th century. And so there is no way for me to interact with my subjects in quite the same way. I think I might head over to Atticus and work there before class. I have about an hour before I need to walk over to the law school. So I think I'll go to Atticus, get some lunch, and then head over to the law school from there. I'm feeling very run down today. And also Moo is being very clingy. I don't know what's going on with her. She's been standing and like putting her paws on me this entire time. Like, see, she's acting really funny. What's wrong? Come here. I think she's punishing me because I've been out of the house so much, which I feel really bad about. And also I'm going to DC this weekend and I have to leave her with a friend, so I feel really bad. But now it's time to go to class, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack up my bag and get going. destroyed. That class, I'm normally able to focus completely the entire time. And there was one point where I did realize I was kind of zoning out. I am just very tired, but I'm gonna go take a nap. And then I am going to go to campus, to the library, to go study with Sarah. Oh, my professor invited me to the American Legal Historians dinner event thing on Wednesday, which is 30 minutes before the Early Americanist group get together. So I think I will go to that, and then I will go to the second event afterward. I'm really excited. I'm really glad that he remembered me and invited me, because I heard other people had been invited and I had gotten an email and I was feeling a little left out, but now I'm excited. So Miss Moo and I are gonna go ahead and go take a nap, because I think Moo is feeling a little neglected and I have to leave her again because I'm gonna go to the library. But I'm gonna go pass out right now because I am just unwell. I'm here with Sarah.
Hello.
And we are heading to the library to get work done. I took like a 2-hour nap. I don't think it was
jealous.
I know. It was much needed. My body is like on the verge of telling me it's about to get sick and I needed the sleep. So we are heading over to the library. We're gonna stay until 10 p.m. and then get a good night's sleep, because we were both feeling the effects of this semester
Already.
All right, let's get to it. Got done at the library. I finished half of my readings for Thursday. Sarah got a bit of her work done.
A bit.
And it never ends.
No.
But we went to the Andrews reading room at the Sterling. I thought that there wasn't going to be anyone in there, and I stupidly thought that it was only for grad students, but no. So anyway, heading home now. I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed. I will see you all in the morning. Hello everyone, good morning. I am up not super early. It's like 7:30 right now. I need to head over to campus to shoot a campaign that I am putting up on Instagram. The preview is due today, and I just honestly haven't had any other time to do it. So I've got my tripod, I've got my camera here. I'm gonna take Moo out for the walk while doing this particular activity. And then I will go grab some food, coffee, and get back here to do some work. I have a video that I ideally would like to film this morning, and then I have 6 back-to-back consultations today with clients. They're mostly new clients. I'd say 2 of them are return clients, and then the rest of them are new. So it's gonna be a busy day, and it's time to get started. Moo and I have completed our mission, got the photo. Happy with how it turned out. Now I need to go home and edit it, then send it off to the brand. Thankfully, my manager, Natalie, has been on top of it and making sure that I'm getting branded campaigns and whatnot, which has been really nice. Now I'm gonna go over to Atticus, grab a cup of coffee, and then go to class. I'm just gonna sit here and get a little bit of work done. I'm hoping to film a video this morning, so I just need to make the outline so that way I can get those clips up and sent over to my editor so that he can get to work on it. It doesn't need to go up until next Tuesday, so we've still got a little bit of time to get things sorted, but I just want to get out as quickly as possible so that way we can move right along and get hopefully ahead of schedule. Whew, okay, I'm a little tuckered out after doing that. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at the photos, get them edited, and then sent off to the brand because I want that handled this morning, and then we will get straight to work. Moo is on her comfy little perch after having her breakfast. She was a good sport. She just kind of wandered around while I took photos. And luckily she's not a dog that like runs off. She just kept eating grass. And now it is time for us to work. I hope she doesn't throw a fit like yesterday because she was upset with me that I was working all day. So time to get to it. Finished up a mentor call and I'm heading into a series of consultations with some clients, and I got an email from my advisor and I sent him a message back. I just gave him a little bit of an update on the courses that I'm taking and things that I'm working on. I am asking to set up a meeting so we can discuss timelines, grants, research projects, that kind of stuff, and also to tell him a little bit about how the conference went over the summer. We've talked a little bit about other things over the summer, but I haven't really gotten to like sit down with him and go over the game plan. So I am excited about that. I actually normally feel very nervous whenever I get emails from professors because I think I have some ideas that are hopefully worthwhile. So I'm gonna jump into my consultations and then get to work on some readings. I'm actually ahead on my readings for next week, so I'm happy about that, which means that I have a little bit of time to work on grant proposals later today. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Hello, how are you today? So I took a look at your intake form, but I'd love to hear in your own words a little bit about your background. Tell me even specifics about your research. I just had a bunch of client calls and I have a little bit of time before I have to head off to go meet up with a friend for coffee. He's from my AFAM cohort. I've never actually met him in person, but he is also in my documentary studies course and he studies AFAM and anthropology. So I'm really excited to hang out with him, catch up and all of those things. And then I have to come back and I have another consultation and then a bunch of other work I need to get done in between. I'm gonna do some grant research today. I am pretty much ahead on my reading, so I'm good on that. And then I have the two events this evening. So I'll likely not take you along with me when I head out right now, but I will check in later this afternoon when I am back home and preparing to head out for some social festivities. Dinner? Do you? Oh yeah? Keyboys? Okay. Okay, hold on. Sit. Shake. Good girl. Okay. Finally all done with consultations and meetings and things for today. I had such a nice time hanging out with Maurice earlier. I met up with him at Atticus and we just hung out and got coffee. He actually gave me some really good ideas in terms of committee members and things to do for my dissertation. So it was really good getting to see him. And we talked a little bit about the documentary project for my documentary studies course. I have a video idea in mind, but you guys are gonna have to wait until the very end of the semester in order to actually see it come to fruition. But I'm really excited about it. I really want to start kind of storyboarding things out. I'm headed off to the Early American Historians happy hour thingamajig and then to the Legal Historians dinner. I didn't know what to wear and part of me was like, oh, I think I'm supposed to wear a dress. I'm going to a dinner. And then I was like, no, that's like kind of embedded sexism on my part, thinking that like I need to wear a dress. So I don't think anybody else expects me to wear a dress, but my own brain, like internalized misogyny, I guess is technically the term, was like, you should be wearing a dress, you're going to a dinner. But I'm going to wear a button-down shirt because I feel the most comfortable in a button-down shirt. This is the one from Everlane. I'm obsessed with it. It is so cute, so very much my style, and then just like my Madewell jeans that I wear all the time. My Ana Luisa necklace stack that I wear every day, and my Ana Luisa bracelets. This video is not sponsored by them, though I do work with them on a long-term basis, so if you want links, they're down below for both Everlane and for Ana Luisa. But I'm gonna head over in just a minute. I'm gonna take Moo out for her walk and then prepare to head on over. I'm like kind of nervous. I know I shouldn't be because these are all my colleagues and the professors that I work with all the time, but I don't get to see many of them in person and I'm just like kind of nervous about it. Also, I don't know if anybody else here gets overly self-conscious about the things that they say in front of other academics. I'm sure you do, but I will think about it for days, if not weeks on end, about the things that I said in front of my colleagues and my professors. And I don't necessarily feel uncomfortable about the things I say in class, but sometimes I'll be outside of class and I'm like, did I overshare? Did I say too much? And then I think about it over and over again for forever. There are still meetings from undergrad that I still have playing on repeat. It occupies space in my brain that should be occupied by other things, but such is life. Moo's giving me the glare because she wants to go outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and take her out for her walk, then head over to, I think we're going to Morty's for the happy hour, and then heading over to one of the colleges because the professor is one of the heads of college. So that's the plan. And I will check in with you all afterward and let you know how it goes. Well, I feel entirely inadequate after going to that event. There's so many really brilliant people here and I feel so deeply insufficient. And I feel like I just keep flipping between feeling totally on top of my stuff, feeling totally on top of it, feeling like I belong here, and then feeling like I absolutely do not belong here. Everybody's just so freaking brilliant here. And they've like really got it together, or at least they seem like they really got it together. And I feel like a freaking mess that like doesn't know my stuff at all. And everybody's like publishing articles and then like talking about how they're getting published in the WMQ and going to conferences and going to all these different working groups. I didn't even know that there was another working group I was supposed to be attending. Ugh, and I know that this is just a symptom of us being online for a year and like not having this kind of underground institutional knowledge that you're supposed to get when you have conversations with your colleagues. But I feel so behind. I feel so out of the loop. I needed a shower. I just need to like go to bed. It's gonna be okay. Everybody's on their own path. I shouldn't compare myself. But I feel like if I make one wrong move, it will like end my career in academia. And that like there isn't a place for me to do this work. And I feel like I'm not meant to be here. I feel like I'm the only person who like has this background where I went to community college and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm sure everyone feels the same way, that they don't know what they're doing, but it just doesn't on the outset seem that way. And I feel like an idiot. This is what happens. I get like all this information and like learning all this stuff and learning about people's projects is so freaking fascinating. But then it just makes me like get in my own head and do all that terrible self-talk that you do, you know? Can't compare your step 1 or step 5 to somebody's step 100. I know all that. I know logically comparison gets you absolutely nowhere. Right now, my brain isn't computing that fact. So I'm just gonna go to bed, and tomorrow's gonna be a new day and it's gonna be fine. But for right now, I'm gonna go have a good cry in the shower and feel inadequate for a little while and then myself up off the floor, get it together. Sleep, and I've just decided that today is going to be a good day. That's just what I've decided. We've gotten up, cleaned my apartment, made myself a cup of tea in my favorite new teacup, and I have a doctor's appointment this morning. I'm gonna go see a cardiologist because I did a test last year checking on the status of my heart because there are heart issues in my family, and I had a mild like atrial flutter. I don't think it's that big of a deal. The doctor doesn't seem to think it's that big of a deal, but we're just gonna go in and chat and just talk about kind of game plan and whatnot. If I'm honest, I don't really want to leave my apartment because it is rainy and I have class and I have readings and I don't like doing appointments before class. I prefer for everything before class to just be focused on class. That's where we're at the moment. I'm gonna maybe see if I can get it rescheduled. None of my classes are in person today. One of my professors moved his lecture to online, and then my other class has been permanently online. So return to online class for today. And I have a lot of work that I want to get done. I think I have a new idea for the research project I want to do for this class for American legal history. So I'm going to look into my options and see if I can get access to some of those archives, because if that's the paper I am going to write, I actually basically start writing it now because I have some background writing on it. I'm being really vague. I'm going to look at some court cases from the 18th and 19th century. They're basically all freedom suits, but the argument uses the language of matrilineal descent. That's essentially the project. Sorry, I'm like trying to do multiple things at once. I spoke with the professor yesterday, and I will go into his office hours on Monday just to clarify whether he thinks it's a good idea or not. But I think I have a pretty good idea of my two final papers or projects. So I have one paper that I need to write for my American legal history class, and then I'm also going to do a documentary, as I said, for the documentary studies class. I have no idea what the assignments are for my urban ethnography class, but anyway, I'm just rambling this morning. I feel very all over the place, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of a few things and then check in with you all later. I took a power nap. It is now time to get to work. I'm running the accountability workshop today, and then I have a meeting with a client. I have a bunch of documents to review for my clients, readings to get done for class. I'm trying to get as ahead of things as I possibly can so that I can head to DC this weekend without too much concern. And I spoke to Moo's dog sitter. She's gonna go over to my friend Henry's place, which I don't think she'll be super happy about. She's over here on her blanket, her perch. We went over to Claire's. I got myself a nice hot cider. I had asked for it iced, but it actually tastes really good and is very cozy for the kind of dreary day that's outside. I am feeling very worn out from this week. And I don't know, I feel very drained not being in class in person. I'm curious how you all are faring with going back in person, because for me, I find it so energizing. And yes, it's exhausting, like running around from thing to thing, but at the same time, I find that actually very energizing, and I feel very on top of my things whenever I'm actually out of the house. I feel very behind today. I feel very sluggish being at home and taking my classes entirely online today. I think I am more of an extrovert than I ever gave myself credit for, but time to get to work. Only 8:30 p.m. but I've decided it is time for bed. I am so exhausted. I don't know what has gotten into me today, but I'm just drained. I got a bunch of work done during the accountability workshop, and I do have a lot of work I'm gonna need to do in the morning, but honestly, I just need to go to bed. I'm gonna go ahead, call it a night. Moo has already tucked herself into her little ball, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the light, put in some earplugs, and peace out. Thank you all so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I know it was like a little bit of a roller coaster, and it's unfortunate that I wasn't on campus today, but lots of fun vlogs on the way. DC vlog coming next. We've also got lots of week in the life content as a Yale student, so stick around because the next couple weeks are going to be absolutely crazy as I start to figure out research, grant proposals, and all of the things in between. So thank you all so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.